There we go. Okay. So, first question. How would you summarise the season so far?
Uh, yeah, it's been really good. There's not really been any bad points really, I'd say, other than going out to Hitchin early on. But that's kind of we've had such a good run in the league, and the FA Trophy was enjoyable. So yeah, it's kind of made up for that, and we're just still happy with where we are. I think it's
Yeah.
been really enjoyable.
It's almost been like the dream start this season so far, you could say.
Yeah, when I joined, I didn't know how we'd get on in the league. I knew that we would have a good team. I knew that Kev wanted to play good football, but it was just waiting to see what we were actually going to be like when we started playing teams. And after a few games in, I could tell we were going to be hard to beat against teams. And well, we were going to be good going forward and looking to beat anyone that we play. So, and it's been like that the whole season. Obviously, we've only had we haven't had many league games and that. So hopefully we get restarted. We carry on. So far, so good, really.
Yeah, and you even scored an absolute screamer against Lowestoft, I think it was, or was it Royston?
Royston.
That's it.
Yeah, that was good. It felt good as well. Royston's a 5 down the road from me. And so I know the team. Well, I don't know the players very well, but I know about Royston and that, and it felt good to score against them. And yeah, I enjoyed that goal. And I managed to score in the next game against Lowestoft, and I haven't scored since. So hopefully, I can get some more goals when we get back.
That would be good.
Yeah.
What has been the highlight of the season so far then?
The highlight. I don't really, because I didn't play in the Suffolk Cup, obviously, because I was cup tied. And then Gloucester away was good, but it was a really enjoyable night. It's just it kind of felt a bit gutted we didn't actually get something out of it, because on another night we could have, not saying beat them, but maybe got a draw and see what happens. I don't know, but Gloucester was a weird one. It was enjoyable. I wouldn't say it was the highlight. Probably, yeah, it could be any of the good wins we've had, really. It could be the Royston one, the Bromsgrove one. We had a good one against Stratford. Yeah, I don't know about a highlight, but the wins we've had, I've enjoyed them all. So
Yeah, and that game against Gloucester was a tough one, but a good one really, because we did extremely well against a side pretty much a whole division above us as well.
yeah, and for half hour, even longer, I felt like we were the better team. But they did show early on that they're a really good team, and they did deserve to be 3-0 up, to be honest. They started really well, so it's a shame that it was 3 goals we let in. But we did really well in that game. I thought for a lot of it, we were really good. It's just a shame we couldn't get anything out of it, but they're a good team, so it's nothing to be ashamed of, really.
Yeah, exactly. I thought when Folksy hit back to make it 3-2, I thought we had every chance of taking it to penalties, to be fair.
Yeah, we felt that on the pitch, I think, as well. We had our tails up and we were ready to go and get another. So even though Marco gets some stick for the goal, I think if we look at all our goals, they weren't great from all of us, really. There was times where, yeah, we did some of our goals that we let in quite comical. There were some times where us in midfield weren't getting close enough. It just the goals we let in weren't great. So it's not just Marco with that goal that
Yeah,
was a shame. It was all our goals we let in, but it was a time in the match where we thought we could have gone on and got something. We were playing really well, so yeah, it's a shame, but we came away from that feeling like we matched them at times, so which was good for a full-time team in the league above.
exactly. And also, I thought at times Gloucester looked quite poor at the back as well. And if Heafy's shot that hits the post goes in, or Pagey wins that penalty and scores a 1-on-1, then it's a completely different game.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. We don't know. Maybe on the other side of that, they could have, when they went 3-0 up, they could have got complacent, and that's why we got back into the game. I don't know. You never know in football what could have been. But yeah, we did well, I think, overall.
Exactly. And also, not to say that the club wasn't already on the map, but with being unbeaten in the league and the FA Trophy run, I think it's fair to say that the club have attracted a lot more deserved attention from outside.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've kept an eye on Needham when I've been at the other clubs I've played for, and I've always seen Needham as being a decent team, which look like they've got a good south and stuff. But yeah, this season it seems like we're on the map as a good footballing team that are looking like a force. Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say promotion is very much within the club's sights in the near future.
Hopefully, it's kind of when I signed, Kev kind of said, you know, he's not expecting us to get promoted, but he wants to do as well as he can, and he wants a team that are looking to push on. So, yeah, I think Kev's even said it in interviews. He's a bit, maybe he's not surprised we're doing so well, but maybe none of us thought we were going to have as good a start as we did. But as soon as we've got going at the start of the season, no one's surprised now. I don't think within the team. I think we're all playing, and we were playing like we know we can now. So we've kind of set our bar now. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that going. But who knows if we will be able to.
Hopefully. What would you say has been the best team performance this season?
I mean, Royston was a really good one because I think that was. Did we get? No, Lois I've forgotten sent off. But anyway, Royston pegged us back for a lot of the second half, and we battered them football-wise the first half, and then we had to dig out a win the second half. But I don't know if that's just me thinking because I scored the goal, I remember it as the best one. But I think Bromsgrove was a really dominant one, actually. That might be the best one we've had. We just seemed like we were better than the whole 90 minutes all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might be Bromsgrove. We've had a few games where I think we've been really good, but for 90 minutes I think Bromsgrove's the best one.
And
I mean, there was Three Bridges as well, but
yeah,
but probably Bromsgrove. In fact, Three Bridges we actually weren't as good as we could have been, even though we did beat them comfortably. But yeah, Bromsgrove in terms of how we played the whole game, probably that one.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The Bromsgrove one especially stands out for me because last season we played them at home and we lost 3-0, I think it was.
Yeah.
So to this year reverse that is something quite good.
Yeah, that's the kind of, we've done that with a few teams this season in terms of like the Royston, the Bromsgrove. So I think who else we played, but we played some really good teams who last season were up there. So that's kind of, we'll be able to judge how we're doing by playing these teams, because they probably will be up there at the end of the season or roundabouts, and we've beaten we've given a good game and beaten deservedly. So.
Have you got a standout moment from the season so far?
Have I got a standout moment? I don't know, Drew. I mean, yeah, we've talked about games, but I suppose personally, my goal against Royston, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I can do that more as well, but I need. This season, Kev's brought me in as being more like a number 4, which I'm really enjoying. I haven't played. I've played that role in little bits in previous seasons for other teams and stuff, but Kev really enjoying it. But it just means I'm not getting forward as much. But I don't mind that because we've got enough players going forward that can do loads of good things. So I would leave it to the likes of Pagey, Folksy, Bill, Noah, anyone really. Fullbacks, everyone can go forward attacking. So I'm happy to kind of be there as a number 4 and get on the ball and work on that side of my game a bit more.
Yeah. We've got goal scorers all around the pitch now.
Yeah, we have. I was trying to think who can help attack him and just then, and to be honest, everyone in our team can.
Marco will score next game.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he's the only one. But yeah, we can attack from all over the pitch.
Definitely. And with the season being stop-start, would you say being unbeaten in the league and the trophy run makes it feel a lot more rewarding?
Being what, sorry?
Being unbeaten in the league and the FA Trophy run makes the season being so stop-start so rewarding.
I mean, yeah, we do feel great about the unbeaten in the league, and the trophy run. It is rewarding. It's just more. It is frustrating as well. I mean, it's fair enough. It has been stopped. So just in terms of when it was stopped for us, it was obviously we're on a good run. So who knows if we can carry that on? But hopefully we can. I'm sure with the team we've got, we will. But yeah, it is rewarding that we can. We've stopped and then started and then still been playing the way we are, which makes us think that we can. Even if it's months away, we start again. Who knows? We can hopefully. We will just carry that on. Everyone's confident, I think, in our team that we will, as long as we don't get complacent and assume we'll go and beat teams. But we've got good lads here, so I don't think that'll happen.
Definitely, and with so much uncertainty around this season, how would you like to see it resolved?
I'd like to see it resolved. There's so many question marks of how it can be resolved in terms of, I don't know if it can get extended by that much and stuff, so it just depends on when it gets started, when it's safe to do so. I don't know when that'll be. Then I'd like it I want it resolved. We all want that resolved, especially of how we're doing, but there might be some teams that aren't pushing for it to be resolved, depending on when it does get started again. So maybe play each other. I don't know, Drew. It's a good question. Because if we're going to have so many games to sit in, that's the thing.
Yeah.
How would I like it to be resolved? Probably play each other once, but I don't think that would ever happen because I don't think every team would agree that would be the best way. But I wouldn't mind that way, playing each other once. Obviously, it's a lot less money for the clubs in terms of they won't be able to get all their home gate money and stuff like that. So it's a hard one. But if we could play each other once and get a season resolved, then that would be good.
Would points per game be another option for you?
Well, it would never happen at this stage. So, but if we manage to get some games in and then points per game, then yeah, I'd say I wouldn't mind that now because we're up there now. Although,
yeah,
I think I'd much rather instead of points per game, we manage to get the season done in some way, whether that's only play each other once or manage to cram all the games into the season. I would like to get it played, and because we feel so good this season that we want to show ourselves to all the teams and get them played and hopefully carry on the form we've had.
Definitely. And lastly, in terms of if we can pick up the league campaign, what kind of like targets or aims do you have, if any, for that?
Or as a team,
Yeah,
um, to keep winning our home games. I think we've done really well at home, so keep winning our home games and yeah, stay in the top three. I'd say for as long as possible. We don't. I don't feel like as a team at the minute we feel like we're good enough to be up there for as long as possible. But as I've said loads of times, you never know that if we will carry on our form, but we feel like we're good enough to stay up there. So it'd be just that really. Not think about whether we'd get promoted or win the league or if the season will be finished, but just if we manage to go back to playing, just try and win. Just try and play out there, and then if we do, then we'll win our home games and do well away, and hopefully stay up there. Yeah, I don't think we're not all saying, oh, we're thinking about getting promoted or anything like that, especially so early on. We don't know. We've hardly played any games. It feels like we've been for ages this season, and you look at the table, and barely any games been played. So we're feeling really good about it. It's so early in terms of the season, even though it's into the next year. It's a strange one.
yeah. Hopefully, though, if the league can't pick up, at least maybe the county cup could.
Yeah, we'll want to play football as long as it's safe to do so. So if that comes up that we can play our cup games, then that's great. Yeah, well, I'm sure everyone in the football world's missing playing it in non-league football, but we just have to wait and see. No one knows what's gonna happen or what's going on. So hopefully, when it is safe to do so, we can play some football.
Hopefully, it'll be sooner rather than later.